Lots of new changes this month for Instagram. Lots and lots and lots of changes, especially when it comes to what it is that you should be doing on the platform in order to have success. I know it can be frustrating when you're on there and you're getting a group of things and then all of a sudden it all changes. Well, one of the things to understand is that when they have new features and things of that nature, it's important for us to learn what are they doing? How can we adapt to what they're doing? And also to the viewer, because it's really important to understand that no matter what Instagram does, you still have to connect with people and you've got to get people to connect back with you. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 things you have to be doing on Instagram to have success. So that way your account can keep growing and so can your business. So of course, I'm Keenya, where I'm teaching you how to build online businesses using Instagram and TikTok. And today we're going to talk about what you should be doing on Instagram this month in order to have success. The first thing you want to focus on is what is new for Instagram this month. And one of the first things that are brand new is notes. So my account just recently got the massive update where I can not only put notes on my photo, right? So like above my head on Instagram, but where people are able to share my reels and put notes on them. So for you, one of the things to know is that if Instagram is saying, hey, you can put a note on your profile, that I would encourage you each day to put a note. Now, oftentimes you are trying to get people to either follow you, engage, opt in, buy, or whatever your focus is for that day or that week, make that as your note. Even if it's the exact same thing for that week, so what? Not everybody saw it. So I would encourage you to make sure that you are updating your notes each day so that way you are able to take advantage of new features, because Instagram wants you to take advantage of new features, and so you can get the biggest bang out of your buck when people are coming to your profile because your content is being pushed through, and then you can get your desired result. The second thing with notes is that you want to be utilizing the notes feature in terms of getting people to actually share your reels with notes on them. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? So you can now have people, when they're sharing your reels to their friends and inboxes, where they're adding notes onto like a literal note on your Instagram reel. And so one of the ways to get people to do this is you have to tell them to do it. Okay. You have to tell them to share this reel and then put a note on it into somebody's inbox. Okay. Because here's the deal. Instagram cares very heavily about shares, period. And you care about shares. But what if you're able to get people to not only share your reel, but also use that notes feature to bring attention to what it is that they are sharing your reel about? Okay. So one of the strategic things you can do is in your content, when you're talking, tell them to share your reel and put a note on it. Second thing you can do is actually with text on screen, instead of you saying it, you can write the text on screen and say, share this reel and add a note, right? But the third thing you can also do is in your description, you can tell them, share this reel and add a note, okay? You can also do a tutorial teaching them how to actually share the reel and add a note. Because if this is a brand new feature, then oftentimes people don't really know how to do it, right? So what if you created a simple tutorial on your account where you're showing your audience, here's how you share a reel with a note. Okay, one of the things that's going to happen is that everybody's going to be sharing that reel, right? But number 2, you can constantly share that in your Instagram stories when you're talking to your community about how to share your reels with a note. Okay, that's going to give you very high engagement this month on Instagram, because you're giving Instagram what it wants. The second thing you want to keep focusing on is utilizing trending audios, but not just utilizing trending audios, but you want to utilize them in the way that they should be used. Okay. So it is one thing if we have Meg Thee Stallion with her song, Stop, Stop, Stop. You know, that song that's going on right now, right? It's one thing to use that sound with your video, but if it doesn't really apply, then more than likely it's not going to perform as well. And if that sound has a trend associated with it that has nothing to do with your video, it's not going to perform as well, because Instagram is actually going to be sharing your reel, because that song is attached to it, to people that may be interested because of the sound and how people are utilizing that sound. What you want to do is you want to find, okay, who is within my niche? Who is using trending audios? What trending audios are they using this week that has actually helped them have success with their content? You want to utilize those audios. If you're a dancer, use dancing audios. If you do faceless content, use faceless content audios, right? You want to find out what is actually working on Instagram and not just what the trending audio is for the week, because a trending audio is great, but it's only as best as what is the content that is being created within that trending audio. Now, how do you know what's trending? Well, if you go to where you're going to add a sound to your videos, you're going to see a little arrow pointing up. That lets you know that that audio is currently trending, okay? But you can also go inside of your professional dashboard and scroll all the way down under inspiration, and it's going to show you again what is currently trending on Instagram as an audio, okay? So I would encourage you, go to there in your professional dashboard, but also take a look at what are the sounds that your competitors are using in your niche and use some of those audios. The third thing that you have to focus on this month is your engagement. And Instagram doesn't really care a lot about likes anymore. They just don't. They just added a brand new feature to where when you can share your Instagram posts, that now you can see in the same analytics how many shares you're getting. That's showing you that Instagram really, really cares about shares, okay? So one of the top engagements you want to get this month is more shares. Instagram said that one share equals 400 more views. One share equals 400 more views. So you should make it very, very strategic and intentional move, telling people, getting people to share your content. You can tell them, you can have text on screen, and you can also have that in your description. And I guarantee you, the more you keep telling people to take this action, the more you're going to find them taking that actual action. So that's one of the things, is shares. Second thing you want to get is, of course, is notes. You want to be utilizing that notes feature because that's the hottest new feature on Instagram right now. So you want to be using notes. I'm not going to beat a dead horse because I just talked about that, okay? But then the last thing you want to focus on is comments, okay? Instagram loves engagement, okay? But you love the engagement that turns into long conversations. What does that mean? That means if everybody's just typing an emoji, that's great, but there's no actual conversation happening. But if you can get people to actually comment, and then you're commenting back, and then other people are commenting back to them, then that's going to continue having your videos constantly pushed out or your post pushed out, because there's a continuous thing that's happening on the content that is being shared. So you want to engage with people. So if they engage with you, you want to go ahead and engage back with them, all right? And then encourage each other to engage, encourage people that are commenting to engage with each other, because the more that they're engaging, the better your content is going to do. And then the last thing that is a brand new thing on Instagram this month is Instagram is allowing you to create 20 different images as carousel posts. 20 images as carousel posts. Now, again, it's really important to understand this. If you're going to do a carousel, you can't have a million pieces of content on that screen, right? So you can't have these long paragraphs on the screen. People are not going to read all that, all right? For each image, you want to keep it short and to the point, okay? Where someone is able to see, read, swipe, okay? Photo carousels are doing extremely well, especially when the text is short, sweet, and to the point, okay? Short and sweet and to the point. And so that is what you want to be doing if you're going to do these 20 carousel images. They work extremely well, especially if you're telling a story and it's easy for them to swipe and have the experience. It's an amazing way to be able to get people to engage with your content, stay there for long periods of time, and then take the action that you want them to take. Now, if that's you and you're saying to yourself, yes, this is great, really good information for me to be able to build my business and grow an audience on Instagram, but I need some additional help. Well, we're going to be doing a 3-day Instagram Reels and TikTok challenge where I'm going to be coaching you for 3 straight days on how to create amazing content easily, very simple, that helps you grow an online brand and make money, okay? To join that challenge, there's a link in the description, but it's just KenyaKelly.com/challenge, KenyaKelly.com/challenge, and it starts on Monday, August the 26th. It's absolutely free, and you can join and you can invite a friend, okay? So make sure you join us for that challenge, and I will see you in the next video.